Morning. Hello to my Barrington of Oakwood friends. How are you today on this beautiful, warm Friday? My name is Deb Kelly, and I hope to see you all soon, again in person. But we're going to do another class today, just you and me, and my grass guys. You can probably hear them outside. Hopefully they won't be too loud. I want you to notice that I'm wearing a microphone here, so that should help offset some of the lawnmower noise that you will be hearing. We're not going to use any equipment today. What we're going to use, though, is this is our third week, so hopefully those of you who have come back for week number 3 are feeling a little bit stronger, a little bit more stretched out and relaxed. We're going to use our body as our weights today. Nothing wrong with that. We can make ourselves strong with no props except our brain and our muscles. So get a minute to get settled. If you have some water nearby, that's probably a good idea. It's warm and I want you to stay hydrated. We're going to start sitting. We'll do some things on this while we're sitting. When we move down to our legs, I'm going to move back so you can see my feet. And you'll notice I don't have shoes on, and that's deliberate on my part because I want you to pay attention to what my feet do and my toes. So if you'd like to take your shoes off and you feel comfortable doing that, go ahead. Free those puppies up and we'll get those toes stimulated, the bottom of your feet for the plantar fasciitis will stretch the back of the heels. So I think that's all I had to tell you. We'll go probably 40-45 minutes. Hopefully you can stick with me. And I'm going to move back now because we're going to start. These are my notes. So let me pull my chair back a little bit. What I want you to do is, since we're in a chair, I don't want to see, although I can't see you, I want to pay attention to the fact that you could be sitting like this. No, hopefully you have a nice, firm chair. And I want you to kind of scoot yourself up so that your bottom is right in the middle of the chair and your feet are flat. That gives you support that would help prevent any tipping issues and also force you to stay up straight, which is half the battle here, right? So let's start off with breathing. Breathing is our most important thing, and one thing you always need to remember, whether you're doing my class or a yoga class or just a stretch class, they're in the community. Always keep breathing. When you breath, if you're struggling and you hold your breath, your blood pressure can start to go up, and we don't want that to happen. So let's practice our breathing. We do it all the time, completely unconsciously, but let's practice so that if there's a stressful situation, you can use this breath to calm it down. So let's breathe in through the nose. I want you to use all of your chest muscles and take a deep breath in through your nose, please. Through your nose, breathe in through your nose, and then I want you to exhale through your mouth. And put your hand right there on your belly. And as you exhale, I want you to feel that belly collapse. That's how you control those muscles. This is our core. This is what keeps you strong. Look what happens if your core is not strong. You sink. You topple over. Your shoulders get bent over. So sit up tall, think about pulling your navel in to the back. That helps you sit up tall. So let's try that breath once again. Lay your hands gently on your thighs. Take a deep breath in through the nose. Exhale through the mouth. All right, let's try it one more time. Keep that hand right there on that belly. Take a deep breath in. Open up those chest muscles. Exhale through the mouth. Have you seen my shirt? When I exhale through my mouth, my shirt kind of collapses. That should be a sign. So if you practice your breathing during the course of the week, that's your sign. So let's sit up tall and let's kind of move ourselves down to our shoulders. We have a lot of stress in those shoulders. So I want you to start with your right shoulder and just take that shoulder up to your ear, then towards the back and around. Up to the ear, around to the back. You might hear a few little pops. Those are just your muscles. That's the calcium in your bones just waking up. The more you exercise, the less calcium buildup that you have, and the more your muscles and your bones and your joints, especially your joints, they move a little bit easier. Let's do 2 more on this right side. Right shoulder, and hold it. Good. Let's go over to the left shoulder. Bring that shoulder up to that left ear, take it to the back of the room and make it into a nice big circle. Up, back, and around. Up, back, and around. Up to the left ear, back to the back wall, and around. Give me 2 more. Up, back, and around. Up, back, and around. Good. Now just take both of them. Roll them backwards. Now, reverse. Roll them forwards. Kind of an unnatural position to roll them forward. But that opens up your back as well if you roll them forward. Go ahead and let your hands just dangle. See how my hands are just kind of going with the shoulders? My shoulders are actually causing them to come up and around. So just go ahead. Nobody's watching. Nah, let's just make ourselves feel good whatever we do. All right? Good. Now, we're going to go through this warm-up, and then we're going to do it again, because I really believe that if I teach you and we go through it once and then we come back, you'll do it even better the next time. So we've worked on our breath, we've worked on our shoulders. So the next thing we're going to do is we're going to lift. Now, I'm not going to move back quite yet, but I want you to lift your right leg up just a little bit. See how my right knee is coming up? I'm going to turn to the side so you can see it. I want you to lift it up. Maybe it's only to there. It doesn't matter. If you can't lift it up at all, come up on your toes. Okay? Now, if you can lift it up, take your hands, put those hands right underneath that thigh, and I want you to rotate that ankle. Now you can see my bare feet. If you have your shoes off, take a look at those toes. Set them free. Rotate into that ankle, into the bottom of that foot. How many of you have issues with the bottom of your foot? That plantar fasciitis? There's so many muscles, or so many bones in your feet and muscles. So we need to rotate. Let's get into those feet. Send some blood and some oxygen down into those feet. Rotate that right ankle towards the other direction. Now you might feel this in your thigh a little bit. That's a lot of work pulling that leg up. That's all right. We'll stretch that out in just a little bit. Now let's move on over to the left leg. Are you sitting up tall? Are your shoulders back? I don't want to see you doing this. Stay with me. Beautiful posture. Make sure you're nice and secure on the edge of your chair. Lift up that left leg as high as your body allows today. Take your hands underneath for a little bit of support, and let's rotate that left ankle. We're rotating it to the left. We're rotating it to the right. Breathe. Keep breathing through this. Might hear some cracks and pops in those ankles too. Nicely done, my friends. Go ahead and gently put that leg down. Turn towards me again. Make sure you're sitting up tall. Let's roll those shoulders back one more time. Look what happens when you open up those shoulders. All of this rib cage and the muscles in your chest open up, and you can breathe so much better. Especially in the summertime when it gets hot and there's pollution, you need to open up as much as possible. Don't let that body really struggle against all of that humidity and things that are in the air. Open up and breathe. Nicely done. All right, let's move on down. Let's work on our arms. We were kind of messing around with our arms as we were doing our shoulders, but I want you to take your arms out to the side. Open up those fingers really wide. See how wide my fingers are? Go ahead and do that. Open them up as wide as you can. So usually our hands are like this. Open up those fingers so you've got all that spread. And I want you to notice how much you feel what's going on there. I typically don't feel that kind of stretch in my fingers. Now wiggle those fingers. Wiggle them. Here come the lawnmower guys. So just stay Stay with me. Hopefully you can hear me. All right, rotate those fingers and those wrists. Now, I want you to make a fist. Now, open up those fingers just like we had them. Open them up wide. Oh, do you feel the difference? Yep, that's your blood supply and your oxygen flowing into those hands. If you've got arthritis, which most of us do, keep doing this during the week. Squeeze those fists tight and then open up those fingers wide. Stretch them out. You know, a lot of you I know work on walkers, so your hands are typically like this. Give those hands a break. Open up those fingers so that you don't become cramped and you don't bend over as much because your hands are nice and strong. Now let's work on the wrists. Oh, those wrists, they can be as troublesome as those ankles. So I want you to rotate those wrists just like we rotated our ankles a moment ago. Doesn't matter what direction. Nobody's watching. Turn it the other way. Rotate those wrists. And you know what we're doing? We are stretching not only the wrist. I want you to take your hands straight up to the ceiling. Now look what happens. Take those fingers straight to the ceiling. Where do you feel that? You feel that right under here. We are stretching underside of that arm and into those wrist joints. So open the fingers, take those fingers right up, and then take them back down. Then you feel that stretch on the top, right into those hands. So doesn't it make sense? If you're standing and you're standing like it holding onto a chair or your countertop or your walker, you're like this. So let's give those hands and those wrists a break. So take those fingers down, take them up, take them down, take them up, stretch them out. Get all the kinks out of them. Stretch them out. Let's use them. Now let's take those hands out one more time. Breathe. Turn your palms, take them behind you. Open up, just like let's pretend you're in a swimming pool and you're getting ready to dive. Dive into the water. Open that chest. Flip the hands around. Bring them around to the front. Now take the palms out. The top of the hands together. Open up. Let's go to the back again. Bend for your hips. Come on down towards me just a little bit. Oh, I bet you're getting warm, aren't you? Now take those hands right in front. Kiss the palms together. Turn the hands inside out. Push back. Keep pulling those arms back. Lean towards me. Open up that chest and those shoulders. And bring those hands back. And say good morning to the body. I bet you're feeling a little warm. Yeah, you're awake now. Take those fingers, clasp them together. Now push them towards me. Once again, you're going to feel that beautiful stretch on those fingers. You might even hear your knuckles crack. Remember how people used to do that all the time? I had a daughter who did that. It drove me crazy. But now we're doing it for real, right? All right, take those hands up to the ceiling, my friends. Open up. If you can only get them to here, that's not a problem. But if you're feeling good today and you want to take them right above your head, press those hands up towards the ceiling. And you're opening up underneath those armpits. Big breath. Let's take a big breath. And as you exhale through the mouth, like we talked about before, I want you to bring those hands down. Ready? Inhale. Exhale. Bring the hands down. Keep breathing. Keep breathing. Slow and steady. Oh, you feel the back of those shoulders? Yep, you're warming those up. You didn't even know it, did you? Nicely done. All right, now I want you just to shake everything out. Just let it go. Let it go. Shake it out. Shake it out. Shake it out. Shake it out. Good job. All right, now we're going to warm up just real quick one more time. Let's practice our breathing like we did before, only we're going to add on with our arms. You're going to raise those arms. Breathe in through that nose. Hold it. Now exhale. Bring the arms down. Good job. One more time. Exhale out the mouth. Actually, a lot of times, if you're breathing like that, breathe in and then go. You know how when you're finished with something and it's a big sigh, go ahead and sigh it out. All right, let's warm up those shoulders one more time. We're going to do both at the same time, both of our shoulders. Ready? Let those hands hang. Roll those shoulders back. You should have a little bit wider range of motion now that you're warmed up. Roll Roll those shoulders up towards the ears and back, up towards the ears and back, and up towards the ears and back. Now come towards me. Bring them up to the back of your ears, roll them forward. Big circles, just let the hands hang. Let them hang, we don't need them right now. All we need are those shoulders. Roll them around, just 2 more times. Roll and roll. Last thing we're gonna do is, once again, we're gonna practice with those fingers. Let's open those fingers by pressing those hands towards me. Open those fingers. Oh, that feels such a nice stretch. You're also stretching the wrists at the same time. Can you take them above your head? Can you go a little bit higher? Can you go just a little bit higher? How about let's practice. Let's take our head back and look up towards those hands. Make sure you're nice and tall. A little bit of balance work here. Look up towards those hands. Look how nicely you're balanced today. So take a deep breath. Sigh it out, bring the arms down. Bring them down. Set them on your lap. Let's do it. Good job, my friends. Friday's a good day to exercise, don't you think? When you get into the weekend, you're feeling good. So we've warmed up our breath, our shoulders, our chest. Now we're going to work on that neck. Perhaps you didn't have a very good night's sleep. Perhaps you did, but you've got a pillow that needs a little bit of adjustment. I know I do. So we're going to work on that neck. I want you to take your hands down to the side of your chair. Now, if you're able to, with the way your chair is designed, make sure first that your feet are flat. Grab the bottom of that chair, not hard, just so that your fingers are right underneath that chair. And I want you to take that right ear over to that right shoulder. Just leave your arms and your hands exactly where they are. Just drop that right ear down to the right shoulder. Now, what do you feel? You should feel a beautiful stretch on the left side of your neck. Going all the way down, if you're doing it properly, right down into that left arm. It's all connected. Now slowly bring that head back up. We call this the neutral position, because you're really not doing anything with your head and your hands. It's neutral. You feel a little kink maybe in that neck? I had some crazy dreams last night, so I've got some things to work out too. So hands on the bottom of that chair, take the left ear down to the left shoulder. Opening everything up. Now we've gone right to left, but you know what? We need to go front to back. So bring the head back up to neutral. Neutral's right at the top. Leave your hands right where they are on the bottom of that chair. Take that chin down to your chest. And I want you to feel that beautiful stretch right on the back of that neck, right below your hairline. Do you feel that? You know why that feels good? You keep your head there, I'll tell you why. Because your head weighs close to 10 pounds. That's a lot of weight for those shoulders to support. So if you take that chin down off of those shoulders, that's why you feel that beautiful opening and that stretch across your shoulders. Now slowly bring that head back up, right to our neutral position. Now, don't take your whole body, just take your head and tip it back. If it only goes to here, that's fine. If you're feeling good and you want to take that head and look up at your ceiling, opening up that throat, the chest, your jaw, your teeth, opening up all of that passageway. Now come back to neutral. Now if you're like me, you're working a lot and you're making your body and your heart, you can feel your heart rate going just a little bit. It's going to make you sweat a little bit. If you're nice and warm, that's okay. That's okay. Nothing wrong with that. It's just part of moving your body. Let's do that again. We're going to go right, left, up, and down. Shake out your arms just for a moment. Let's do it again. Sit up tall. Remember last week, for those of you who were with me last week, if you sit up tall, your shirt is nice and straight. If I sink down, look what happens. Look at these wrinkles in my shirt. That's the test. It's a real simple test. So take a look down. You see it nice and straight. Good job. All right, grab onto the bottom of that chair. Take that right ear over to that right shoulder. Open up. See if you can go just a millimeter further than you did the last time, bringing that right ear to the right chest. Good. Now slowly, very slowly, bring the head back up to neutral. Now bring it over to the left. Left ear, left shoulder. They've stopped cutting the grass, so that's why it's nice and quiet. I hope you can hear my music. I've got some really pretty music playing. Bring your head back up to neutral. Here's our neutral position. Last time, my friends. Hold on gently. Take the head down. Chin drops. Take that big, heavy head. Take it off those shoulders. Bring it back up to neutral. Take the head up as far as you can. Maybe only to here, only this time we're going to add on. Even if you're right here, what I want you to do is to open your mouth as wide as you can. Open it up, drop that jaw. Now close the mouth gently. And to come back. People would think you were crazy if they saw you doing that, huh? That's okay, it's just you and me. So let's do it again. Take that head up. Open that jaw. You might hear some pops. Close the mouth and bring the head back to neutral. Beautiful. Now, let's shake out those arms. Take that one arm, take both arms actually, and place them behind your head at the base of that skull. Open up that chest. And as you're stretching that out, what I want to tell you is what we're going to do now is we're going to get that heart rate going just a little bit. So when I told you we weren't going to use any props, any balls or any weights, we're not. You're going to use your arms and you're going to feel your heart rate going up. So just follow me. We'll start off slowly and then we'll speed it up just a little bit. So take your hands down to the side, roll the shoulders back, take a breath. Ready to go? All right, now first thing we're going to do, make a fist. Make it a fist with both hands. We're going to pretend those are weights because what we're going to do is we're going to take those weights up and down and out to the side and back. And up and down and out to the side and back. All right, that's the direction. We're going to add on, but we're starting off simply. So we'll start off slow and we'll speed it up a little bit. We're going to get that heart rate going. All right, here's your make-believe weights. Let's go. Up, down, out to the side and back. And up and down and out to the side and back. And up and down and out to the side and back. And up and down and out to the side and back. Last time. Up and down and out to the side and back. Rest for just a minute. Let those hands just kind of rest on those thighs. We're going to do 5 more. We're going to speed it up. Place your hand on your heart. Feel your heart rate a little bit. Yeah, that's our goal. All right, let's do it again. 5 more, a little bit faster. Make-believe weights. Are you ready? Let's go. 1 and out. And 2 and out. And 3 and out. And 4 and out. And 5 and out. Good job, good job, good job. Slap those thighs, get those hands, shake them out again, shake them out. Good job, my friends. All right, take those arms out to the side. We're gonna make circles. Once again, here's your make-believe weights. You're gonna give me circles, little tiny circles with those arms. Do 10 towards me, then 10 towards the back. All right, are you ready? Take a breath. Let's go, 10 towards me. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. We're going to do it again. Go backwards. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8, and 9, and 10. Nicely done. Flex the hands. Take them down to the side. All right, we're gonna add on. I'm gonna move my chair back so that you can see. We're gonna add on, we're going down to our legs. We're gonna start incorporating our legs. So I'm gonna move my chair back, turn it a little bit so you can see. Actually, I'm gonna turn it this way because we're gonna start on our right side. So, I think you can see my feet from here. Do you see how I'm sitting on my chair? So I'm not far enough. I'm pretty darn short. So if I sit back like this, my feet are almost off the floor. So sit towards the middle of your chair so your bottom is nice and secure. All right? Here's my right leg, here's my left. Sit up tall. Give a nice right angle here. Now we're gonna do a punch out with the right. You're gonna extend the right leg at the same time and take that foot up. So when you extend that foot out, you're gonna come onto that heel and then come back. So you're punching and extending the foot at the same time. All right? So we're gonna start there. We're gonna do it on the right and then the left, and then we'll add on. So a little bit of brain work today too. Sit up tall. How's your shirt? Is it nice and straight? Good. Take that make-believe weight, punch out forward, extend that foot out and bring it back. Punch, bring it back. Punch, bring it back. Now one thing I want you to do, I want you to work these muscles. And what you do is you're just not going to come back like this. I want you to bring that elbow straight back. Yeah, you're strengthening those muscles that way. So it's not just back and forth. I want you to really work back. All right? So we're going to do 10. Let's go. 1, back. 2, back. Extend the leg and the arm. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Good job. Let's go to the left. Ready? Make believe weight. Come out on the heel of that left foot and punch forward for 1, 2, 3, and 4, and 5, and 6, and 7, and 8, and 9, and 10. Nicely done. Now we're going to use our brain. You're going to do the same thing you did with your legs. However, you're going to alternate. So you're going to go punch forward. The leg will come forward with the arm. Bring it back. Then you're going to go to the side. So it's forward and side. Your feet stay the same. Forward and side. Are you ready? Readjust if you need to. I'm kind of sinking back. Where's your shirt? Pull that tummy in. Left hand just lays here on your thigh. Here's your make-believe weight. Remember, forward, then side. Leg comes out with that up on that heel. Let's go. 1, 1, 2, 2, and 3, and 3, and 4, and 4, and 5, and 5, and 6, and 6, and 7, and 7, and 8, and 8, and 9, and 9, and 10, and 10. Good job. How do you feel? Now heart rate's up a little bit, isn't it? Take a breath. I'm going to turn my chair so you can see me do it on the left side. So I'm going to turn my chair. I might even come back a little bit so you can see my feet even more. All right, so I'm going to sit down right here in the middle. Adjust, nice and tall. Remember, forward, side, forward, side. Watch my left leg. Stays forward. Only thing that's working is the arm. 10. Are you ready? Count with me. Let's go. That helps you breathe, by the way. So count. And 1, 1, and 2, and 2, and 3, and 3, and 4, and 4, and 5, 5, and 6, and 6, and 7, and 7, and 8, and 8, and 9, and 9, and 10, and 10. Nicely done. Take a breath. Take a drink of water. Do you have water there? I hope so. I hope so. Unfortunately, I left mine upstairs, but I'll be fine. I'll drink a lot when we're done. Now, adjust. I'm going to stay back here so you can see me. What I want you to do now, we're going to do something called wood chop. I remember visiting my dad in Virginia, and he would chop his own wood. So that's a pretty good workout. So what I want you to pretend, we're going to stay seated for now, then we're going to get up in just a minute. I want you to pretend like you've got an axe and you're chopping wood down. So you're up in the right corner. You're gonna chop down, the wood pile is down here. So you're up here, you're gonna chop. You're up here, you're gonna chop. Then we're gonna go to the other side. What are we working? We're working, these are called your lats. These are muscles that, you know, over time, we all get kind of blocky. So we're trying to stretch those muscles out and protect our rib cage right here, okay? That helps protect you. So if there's a chance that we may take a tumble, you hear a lot of people breaking their ribs, this helps protect you. Build those muscles up here, helps protect those ribs, because that's a very painful injury to have. So sit up tall on your chair, please. Take those arms. Now you can put your hands together as if you're holding an axe. That's entirely up to you. Some of you probably have more practice than me. So take those hands up to the right corner, and I want you just to chop down. And you're bending down. You're not just using those arms, you're bending down. Why? Because we're starting to stretch out that lower back. Once we're finished here, we're gonna stand and we're gonna work on those hips. All right, let's protect those ribs. All right, pull in tight through here. Hold that axe. We're gonna go for 10. Count with me, please. That helps you breathe. Inhale here. Chop down to the left. So you're chopping off the left side of your knee. And 2. And 3. And 4. And 5. And 6. And 7. And 8. And 9. And 10. Good job. Got a nice pile of wood on that side. Let's build a pile of wood on the other side, shall we? Here comes that axe. Take it up. Giving your shoulders a nice workout too. We'll stretch those puppies out later. So come on up to the left corner. We're gonna chop wood down. So you're chopping right past that right leg, building your wood pile down on the right. So up to the left, and 1, and 2, and 3, and 4, and 5, and 6, and 7, and 8, and 9, and 10. Now we have equal piles of wood on each side. Did you feel that on those sides? You betcha. Nicely done, my friends. You're now strengthening the other part, or the major part of this part of our body, this core. Very important. Are you feeling okay? Good. Now what I want you to do is open your legs. So come forward on your chair. Open those legs nice and tall. You're going to feel a lovely stretch right on the inside of those thighs. Now, typically, we don't do that a lot during the day because we're just up. We're either walking straight, or we're sitting, or we're lying down. So this is a very good stretch, and it goes through all of these muscles in the lower part of our abdomen, down into our groin. So let's stretch those out. I want you to take your hands, those beautiful hands, take the right hand on the inside, right above that right knee. Take the left hand on the inside, right above the left knee. I want you to practice pushing back a moment. Just push back with those arms and feel what it does to your back and the inside of your legs. Getting a pretty darn good stretch. That's why we don't need props. We're just using our body. So press. I'm going to exaggerate so you can see what I'm doing. Press and press and press. Now if you can move the legs a little bit, even better. Okay, now stay solid for just a minute. Now pay attention. Keep the hands exactly where they are. I want you to take and see if you can move that right shoulder down, going towards that left knee. And feel that beautiful stretch. Doesn't have to be far. Press using that right hand on the inside of that leg. Pressing that right shoulder down. And feel how open your back feels. And then come back. We'll practice it on the other side. So sit up tall, roll those shoulders. Here's your left hand. On the inside of that left thigh, right above that left knee. Press into that left hand and send that right shoulder down, aiming it towards that right knee. Of course, we're not going to get all the way down there, but the goal is to pretend like we are and stretch out our lower back at the same time. Come on back up. Ooh, how about that? Isn't that a great stretch? So one thing I want you to say before we do this again, we're gonna try it again. During the course of the week, even if I'm not around, or you know, you find yourself with nothing to do and you feel like you could use a little workout, practice any of this stuff. Just make sure that you're safe and that you're nice, glued to your chair. There's somebody around, just in case. All right, let's try it again on the side. So open those legs up again. Let's exaggerate a little bit. Open up those legs. Let's stretch out those inside thighs. So push everything open. Push those thighs. Open the shoulders. Push and push and push and hold. Now press that right hand into that thigh and take that right shoulder down. See if you can go just an inch further than you did before. And then come back up and roll that right shoulder back. Let's do the same thing on the left. Left hand inside of the left thigh. Press into that thigh and pull that right or the left shoulder down, coming towards that right knee. So all we need to do is come towards it. And come back to tall. Nicely done. Tiptoe, heel toe those toes in. So take your toes and your heels and your toes and your heels and your toes. Good job. All right. Before we stand up, we're going to go out, out, in, and out, and out, and in, and in. What's important about this, not only is it cardio work, the core, your ab muscles are pulling those legs up. They're helping. They're not doing all the work, but they're helping. Now we're going to get your heart rate up a little bit. We're going to take a breath, and then we're going to stand up, work on the hips. Are you ready? Sit up tall. Right leg out, left, out, right, in, left, in. Right, out, left, right, in, left, in. Right, out, left, right, in, left, in. Right, left, right, left. Couple more, we're going to speed it up. Come on, stay with me. Let's go. Right, left, left. Right, left, left. Right, left, left. Right, left. And 3, and 2, and 1. Good job. Now take a deep breath. Just like we did at the very beginning. Breathe in through that nose, my lovely friends. Breathe in. Exhale out your mouth and just go, ah. All right, we're going to stand up. I'm going to give you a minute. So, come on, lean into those feet. Safely hang onto that chair and help yourself up. Shake it all out. I'm going to get my chair ready. You get your chair ready. So I'm going to turn my chair this way so you can see what I'm doing. All right? Check our time here. We're doing fine. We have a few more minutes. So what we're doing, and this bump that you see is my microphone. Remember I told you I had a microphone on? So there's the part of it, and this is the part I have to hold onto my body. So I don't have a big lump here. It's just my microphone. All right, I want you to stand up tall. Let's practice our posture here. All right, even if you've got a walker, even if you're just standing talking to someone in the lounge area, I want you to be tall. I want you to be proud. If you've got a walker, you hang on to that walker lightly and you roll those shoulders back. Yes. Now we're going to work on these hips, and what's important about these hips is that you've got a ball and you've got a socket. That's all that's down here, right here in these hips. So we're going to work it. We're going to do a few little movements that get some motion into those hips, and we're going to strengthen those just like we strengthen those things around our ribs. So I want you to lean towards your chair. Pull my chair out a little bit further. Up tall. I want you to feel all 4 corners of your feet. Come up on your toes a minute. Yeah. Come up on your toes. Come on down. Come on up on your toes. Come on down. One more time. Up. Down. One more time. Up. Down. When was the last time you were on your toes? Probably has been a while, huh? All right. So I want you to take, I'm facing you with my right leg. It does not matter what leg you start on. I just want you to be tall. Pull the navel into spine. And I want you to take that right foot forward and take it back. It's not a big movement. You can't do this. That doesn't do anybody any good. We're working this right here. So it's a tiny little move. So take that right foot forward, take it back. Forward, back, forward, back. And if you'll notice, nothing on me is moving except for my leg, and of course my mouth, but the leg is moving. Forward, back. 3 more times. Forward, back, forward, back. Last time. Forward and back. Bring that right foot down. Come up on those toes again. Come on back down. Come up on those toes again. Come back down. Good job. Now we're going to take that same leg. You're going to go out and down. So sideways. It just goes out and back. So you've worked your hip going this way, your hips going this way. And we're going to switch and do the left side, or whatever side you're not doing now. So just take that leg out, take it back. 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 Last time. Out, and take it back. Nicely done. Take that same foot. We're not going to come up on your toe. You're going to take that right toe behind you. Come up on that toe, point it, and then sink back into that heel. Oh, where do you feel that stretch? Right on that ankle. Of course you do. Now come up on that right toe. Press that heel back down. Come up on that toe. Bring that right foot back. Beautiful. Nicely done. I'm going to turn my chair around. We're going to work on whatever side. My side towards you this time is the left. It doesn't matter, okay? As long as we do both, it doesn't matter what we do first or second. So this leg is going to go forward and back. Try and keep your toes in like a flexed position. That also helps work those back muscles on those legs. So up tall, tummy's in, forward, back. Forward, back, forward, back, forward, back, forward, back. 2 more, my friends. Forward, back. Last one. Forward and back. Bring that left foot back down. Come on up on those toes. And come back down. Now, that leg is going to go out. I call this a tick-tock move. It's basically just like a clock, you know? Out and down. Again, please have that foot flexed. It just makes for better muscle movement, muscle tone. So take that left leg or whatever leg it is, out, down, out, down, out, down, out, down. Give me 3 more. 3 and 2 and 1. Beautiful. Now take that left toe back. See how I'm up on my toe? Now just press down so that heel goes to the floor. Make sure you've got your chair in front of you. And say hello to that beautiful stretch. Come up on that toe one more time. Now exhale, side out. You know how we do the side? Side, right here, side. Because that feels pretty darn good. Come up on those toes again. Nicely done. All right, let's shake it out just a little bit. Shake everything out. Let go. We're going to do one balance move before we sit and do our final stretch. So I want you to stand, whatever side of the chair you're on, it doesn't matter. We did this last week and we're going to practice it a little bit more today. So I'm going to lift my left leg first. You lift whatever leg you want to. Lift that left, I'm going to bend my knee. Lift it up. Pull in tight through the core. And see if just for a second or 2 you can let go. If you need to, grab it back. Let go. Bring it back. Nicely done. All right. Now let's practice with the other leg. I want you to pretend like that crown of that head is reaching up. So the tighter you pull here, the more the crown of that head reaches towards the ceiling, the more solid you are and the better your balance is. And you know how important balance is. So let's go to the other leg. Lift up whatever leg is left. Lift it up. Pull in tight here. Crown of the head towards the ceiling. go for just a second. And come back. And let go. And come back. Drop that foot. Nicely done. Now take that chair. We're going to do one final stretch and we will call it a day. And you can begin your weekend. So come back to your chair. Make yourself comfortable. This is my favorite stretch. Now, we did this last week. We're going to do it again today. We're going to take this. We're going to start with our right leg. You're going to take the outside of that left foot, or right foot, excuse me, and you're going to take it, if you can help it, right above that left knee. If you can't get it that far, you just take it in front of that left foot. That gives you a nice stretch here, just in case. But if you can, use the strength of your arms. Take that foot up and sit up tall and stretch out those hips that we just worked. Breathe, close your eyes for just a second. Enjoy the stretch. It shouldn't be hurtful. It should just be something that opens up. Good job. All right, slowly let that foot fall to the floor. The other side, whatever side you're on, you can either cross that leg in front, if that's as far as you can go and feel that stretch there, or reach up, use the strength of your arms, take the outside of that left foot across that top right, or that bent right knee, and sit up tall. You should feel it right here. Yeah, right into those hips. Close your eyes. All right. Well, here we are, my friends. We made it. Good job. Let's slide that foot down. Shake it all out. I thank you for joining me again on this Friday. Hopefully, we'll see you again. Let's take one final breath. Take those arms up. Stretch out those hands. They should feel really good by now. Big breath. And let's give it a big old sigh. Are you ready? Thank you for joining me. You did it. Great job.